After this lesson, students will be able to add and subtract rational numbers. Try these 5 questions on your own, so pause the movie and resume when you're ready. Write the following as integers, positive or negative. Number 1, an altitude of 8,900 feet. Well, since we're talking about altitude, which is height, this will be a positive integer, 8,900. Number 2, a loss of $37,535 on an investment. Since we're losing money, it would be a negative number, negative $37,535. Number 3, 20 degrees below 0. Since we are below 0, this is a negative number, negative 20. Number 4, a gain of 12 pounds would be positive, since we are increasing the number of pounds. And number 5, the football player had a 16-yard gain on the play, so positive 16. And now, for my adding and subtracting integers wrap. Same sign, add and keep, different sign, subtract. Take the sign of the higher number, then it'll be exact. Don't forget to raise the roof when we're done. Now you might be wondering, how is such a fun and awesome wrap going to help me with adding and subtracting integers? Well, here's how it works. Number 1, we have negative 27 plus 8. Instead of looking at this as a plus, I look at it as positive 8. And these are 2 integers, negative 27 and positive 8. According to the wrap, I start by determining whether or not they have the same sign or different signs. In this case, since one is negative and one is positive, they are different signs. So going along with our rap song, different signs subtract, and then take the sign of the higher number, so the answer will be exact. So I subtract 27 minus 8, which gives me 19. And I take the sign of the higher number, so we get negative 19. Number 2, negative 14 minus 9, I look at as negative 14 and negative 9. Since they have the same sign, I add and keep the sign, so I keep the negative. Negative 23 is our final answer. Number 3, these are both positive, positive 84 and positive 14. Same sign, so I add and keep the sign. So our answer is positive 98. Number 4, we have positive 65 and negative 11. They have different signs, so I subtract and take the sign of the higher number. Since the higher number is positive, we have our final answer of 54. Now numbers 1 through 4 are really straightforward with the wrap. Do they have the same sign or different signs? And we go from there. But numbers 5 through 8 are just a little bit more tricky. However, our wrap still works. We just need to adapt a little. So, I'm going to continue to tell you a little story about Integer Land. We've got 2 rival gangs, the minus and the plus. All the minus signs are buddies, but the plus signs are their enemies. So, for number 5, when we have a minus and a negative right next to each other, it's like buddies seeing each other through this window of a parenthesis. And so they, come together and form a plus sign. And so we get 52 plus 11. The buddies join forces. And now, we've got same sign, so I can add and keep my sign, which is positive 63. Now number 6, I have 18 plus negative 3. The plus and the negative are right next to each other, but they're enemies, so they get in a little battle. Unfortunately, in integer land, the plus sign loses, and we're left with just 18 minus 3, which equals positive 15. Number 7. Again, the plus and the minus sign right by each other get in a battle, so the plus sign loses, and we're left with negative 5 minus 6. Same sign, so I add and keep my sign. Now the wrap also works for rational numbers, so if we have a decimal or a fraction, that's fine too. These are different signs. We have negative 1.5 and positive 3.4, so I'm going to subtract. It's okay when we subtract to switch the order around so that it's easier to subtract them. So I'm going to put my 3.4 on top and then subtract 1.5, and that's totally fine. So now I bring my decimal down. I need to borrow. I get 9 and 1. So I have 1.9, and I take the sign of the higher number, which is positive, so I end up with positive 1.9. Now here's a chance for you to try some of the problems on your own. Pause the screen and complete numbers 1 through 12, and resume the movie when you're ready. Number 1, 33 plus 12, they're both positive, same sign, so I add and keep. Number 2, I see the minus and the negative right next to each other, so they come together to be a plus sign. And I have negative 10 plus 47. These are different signs, so I subtract and take the sign of the higher number. 47 minus 10 is 37, and I take the sign of the higher number, which is positive. Number 3. These are different signs, so I subtract. 34 minus 19, I need to borrow, gives me 15. Take the sign of the higher number, which is positive. Number 4. Negative 44 minus 16 are the same sign, so I add and keep. 44 plus 16 is 60, and I keep the negative sign. Number 5. Positive 4 and positive 15, same sign, add and keep. So I get positive 19. Number 6, my minus and negative become a plus sign, so 37 plus 47, which gives me 84. Number 7, 21 and 32 are both positive, so I get my answer of 53, which is also positive. Number 8, minus and negative become a plus sign, so 9 plus 33 is 42. Number 9, 5 plus negative 35. The plus and minus get in a battle, and the plus sign loses. So I have 5 minus 35. 5 is positive, 35 is negative. These are different signs, so I subtract. This gives me 30, and I take the sign of the higher number, which is negative. So negative 30. Number 10. I see that I have a minus and a negative right next to each other. Those become a plus sign. However, the negative before the 46 still remains negative. So now I have negative 46 and positive 29. These are different signs, so I subtract. 46 minus 29, which gives me 17. And I take the sign of the higher number, so I get negative 17. Number 11. The plus and minus sign get in a battle, and the plus sign loses. So 25 minus 46, these are different signs, so I subtract and take the sign of the higher number. 46 minus 25 is 21, and I take the sign of the higher number, negative 21. And finally, number 12, 25 minus 24. I subtract and take the sign of the higher number, which is 1.